Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of India Business Insights. Today we are going to talk on Cipla Limited, one of the oldest pharmaceutical companies. This video is part of our new series on the pharmaceuticals industry in India. The series will profile some of the prominent pharma companies in India, an industry overview, future directions of the industry, and Indian pharma industry in the global landscape. We have done such series on many industries like QSR, power sectors, IT, hotels, garments, and apparel, etc. In this video, we'll take a look at Cipla, one of the most prominent Indian companies. We'll look at its history, key milestones, its products, facilities, and research and development. We will also look at how the business has evolved, its financials, key strategic directions taken by Cipla, some key challenges, and what may lie ahead of it. Before we go any further, I would request all of you to take a moment to subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell to stay updated, and hit the like button if you do enjoy such videos. Company profile and history. The history of Cipla goes back to 1935 when Dr. Khwaja Abdul Hamied founded one of the leading pharma companies in India. Initially, the company was known as the Chemical, Industrial and Pharmaceutical Laboratories. Later on, in 1984, the company was named Cipla Limited. During World War II, when India was dependent on imported medicines, Cipla was producing medicines for the country to meet the shortage. In the year 1952, Cipla set up its first research division for attaining self sufficiency in technological development. Cipla spearheaded the new patent law by which an Indian company was allowed to manufacture a patented product as long as the process to manufacture was changed. This enabled Indian firms to manufacture any medicines and make these available at affordable prices for all Indians. Cipla's revenue crossed rupees 1 crore in 1968. Soon after, the company deployed an ORG 2001 computer at the Mumbai Central headquarters to expedite the payroll and financial accounting operations, saving 20 days of labor of 7 persons. In the year 1985, the US FDA approved the company's bulk drug manufacturing facilities. Cipla's revenue then surpassed rupees 100 crores in 1991. In 1955, Cipla launched the world's first oral iron chelator used to treat conditions with excess iron in the body, such as thalassemia or hemochromatosis. Becoming a founding member of the Indian Pharmaceutical Alliance in 1999, Cipla was a champion of generic drugs in India. Cipla's motive has indeed been associated with the ethos of Gandhism, particularly the principle of providing affordable healthcare solutions. Dr. Yusuf Hamid, the former chairman of Cipla, has been known for his strong stance against the monopolization of essential medicines by big pharmaceutical companies. One of the most notable instances highlighting Cipla's commitment to Gandhian principles occurred in the early 2000s during the HIV/AIDS epidemic. This was a time when the AIDS epidemic was ravaging Africa and many other countries. The treatments available at the time were ridiculously expensive. And Cipla answered the call. In 2001, at a time when the prevailing cost for AIDS medication in most countries was approximately 12,000 US dollars per patient per year, Cipla made this combination drug available at less than $1 per day per patient. Since then, they have actually gone on to build a stronghold in the segment. In 2006, Cipla became the first company to receive WHO pre-qualification for its generic version of oseltamivir, a drug used to treat and prevent influenza, including avian flu. Cipla supplied oseltamivir to several countries, including India, Indonesia, Thailand, and Turkey, to help them cope with the avian flu outbreak. But Cipla is also known for something else. They are one of the biggest sellers of respiratory drugs, inhalers, nebulizers, and pumps used by people suffering from asthma or other chronic lung diseases. In 2019, Cipla enters digital therapeutics by partnering with Wealthy Therapeutics in India and BrandMed in South Africa to bring together behavioral science, real world clinical evidence, and artificial intelligence to provide real time monitoring, coaching, and advice to patients. Cipla has been actively involved in the production and supply of critical medications used in the treatment of COVID 19. This includes the antiviral drugs and other pharmaceuticals that are a part of the therapeutic arsenal against the virus. Cipla also played a role in the production and distribution of remdesivir, an antiviral medication that has been authorized for emergency use in treating COVID-19 patients. Currently, Cipla has the biggest portfolio of COVID 19 drugs among other Indian pharmaceutical companies. This portfolio not only includes remdesivir but also azithromycin, favipiravir, and tocilizumab. Cipla has a long history of collaborating with the World Health Organization and other similar organizations to provide affordable and accessible healthcare to people in need. For instance, in 2010, Cipla launched Q-tib, a fixed-dose combination of true drugs, quinolone and rifampicin, for the treatment of drug-resistant tuberculosis. Q-tib was developed in partnership with the International Union Against Tuberculosis and Lung Disease and received WHO pre-qualification in 2012. Cipla also supplied Q-tib to the Global Drug Facility, a mechanism established by WHO and other partners to ensure access to quality assured TB drugs. Strategic partnerships and collaborations. Let's also have a look on some of the strategic investments made by the company over the years by entering into several partnerships and collaborations with other companies. In 2019, Cipla partnered with Ranbaxy and Neolab, launching drugs like carvedilol and cefpodoxime proxetil, and further expanded its partnership with Ranbaxy by adding a new drug to their co-marketing arrangement. However, in 2015, Ranbaxy was acquired by Sun Pharma, ending its alliance with Cipla. Cipla solidified its footprint on the African continent in the year 2013 with the acquisition of Cipla MedPro South Africa Limited, the third largest pharmaceutical manufacturer in South Africa. The deal enables Cipla to strengthen MedPro's position in the South African pharmaceutical market, support the optimization of MedPro's manufacturing capability, and support MedPro's expansion into collaboratively identified African markets. Further, in the year 2016, Cipla acquired two US based entities, InvaGen Pharmaceuticals Incorporated, reinforcing Cipla's dedication to expanding its presence in the US generic drug market, and Excellent Pharmaceuticals Incorporated to augment its portfolio, particularly strengthening its position in the domain of anti infective drugs. Cipla in 2021 entered into a strategic partnership with Sega Technologies Incorporated to deliver sustained innovation and access to novel antibacterial drugs, particularly against biothreats, and with Eli Lilly and Company India to enhance the reach of Lilly's diabetes products Humalog and Trulicity. Also, in its regulatory filing during September this year, Cipla said that its wholly owned subsidiary Cipla South Africa has inked a binding term sheet with Actor Holdings Private Limited to acquire 100% of the issued ordinary shares of Actor Pharma. This strategic acquisition for Cipla South Africa can unlock future growth opportunities and leverage cost synergies in the South African market. Current market position. Today, Cipla is known for its diverse portfolio of pharmaceutical products, including prescription drugs, over the counter medications, and generic foundations. The company has roughly 1,500 pharmaceutical products in more than 65 therapeutic categories, with 1,280 drug master files or DMFs submission till date. With its 50 plus years of experience in manufacturing APIs, Cipla has produced 200 plus generics and complex APIs. APIs are supplied to 50 plus countries across the globe, helping local pharmaceutical companies reach out to their patients. The company's primary market is in India, with significant presence in Africa and North America. The company focuses on various therapeutic areas such as respiratory, cardiovascular, anti infectives, central nervous system, oncology, and many more. Manufacturing facilities. If we look at the manufacturing capabilities, Cipla, from its first manufacturing unit at Bombay Central in 1936, now has 47 state of the art manufacturing facilities across the globe, including India, US, China, and South Africa. Cipla has four EGMP compliant API manufacturing sites, three API R&D centers, two pilot plants, and two process safety screening labs. These facilities meet the highest national and international standards, ensuring that the medicines are safe, effective, and one of the highest quality. It also undertakes manufacturing activities through contract manufacturing organizations which work under two models, loan licensing and principal to principal. These CMO models offer benefits of cost savings, increased production capacities, and improved management synergies. Cipla has a manufacturing capacity to produce 30.54 billion tablets and capsules, 773.60 million repsules, 51.60 million oral liquids, 48 million nasal spray, 125.80 million aerosol PMDI, 1.63 million lyophilized injections, and 2.50 million form fill seal eye drops. Recently, its indoor oral solid dosage (OSD) facility has been designated as an advanced fourth industrial revolution lighthouse by the World Economic Forum. R&D expenditure. Moving ahead to R&D, Cipla has well-equipped research and development facilities with more than 1,600 dedicated employees. Aided by strong R&D, Cipla has been launching new products every year. During the year, it launched 30 new brands in the market across multiple therapies. The company has spent rupees 1,344 crore or R&D in the fiscal year of 2022 to 23, which accounts for about 5.9% of its consolidated revenue. Furthermore, in the financial year of 2023, the company has launched 78 new products, filed 14 abbreviated new drug applications or ANDAs, and has received approvals for 7 ANDAs. The company has a healthy product pipeline consisting of respiratory products, peptide injectables, and other complex assets. Care Ratings expects that Cipla will continue to maintain its dominant position in the domestic and international pharmaceutical markets, supported by the continuous launch of its new products. Revenue segment. Moving forward to revenue segments in terms of geography, company has a revenue contribution of 43% from India, followed by 26% from North America and 14% from South Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, Global Access. During the financial year 2023, the top 10 products contributed about 32% of the total revenue. Care Ratings stated that such diversity in the revenue, geographically as well as in the product base, insulates the company from significant adverse fluctuations in revenue. Cipla's One India business grew by 13% during the year ex COVID 19. The growth was primarily attributed to the branded prescription market, which exceeded an impressive 12% increase. The success in this segment was driven by key therapies within the chronic portfolio. The company has a considerable market share in niche segments like respiratory in India. Cipla also has a significant presence in urology, with products in prostate ailments that is BPH, benign prostatic hyperplasia, prostate cancer, bladder disorders, urinary stones, hypogonadism, and sexual dysfunction ailments. Besides developing India's many of the first in the therapy, credit also goes to developing the world's first combination products containing tamsulosin, finasteride, and tamsulosin plus duasteride, marking milestones in the history of urology. Through consistent portfolio building and execution, Cipla's generics business has strengthened its leadership position in the trade generics industry with 8 of its brands generating revenue of more than 50 crores. Some of the top brands and products associated with Cipla in India are Nicotex from nicotine replacement therapy, Omnigel from pains therapy, Cipladine for cuts, burns, and wounds, and Prolite for oral rehydration. Cipla's US business experienced remarkable year on year growth of 23% in the fiscal year of 22 to 23, with its core formulation business contributing to 26% of Cipla's top line. Cipla is also the third largest private player in South Africa. Revenue from this region reached US dollars 376 million, which accounts for about 14% of the company's total revenue. It offers a range of products targeted at areas such as cardiovascular and respiratory, diabetes, oncology, psychiatry, anti-malarials, and HIV/AIDS. You can see a list of the top brands in South Africa private market on the screen. SBOs. Let's examine a few strategic business objectives that the organization set for itself by 2023 and progress it has made thus far. Cipla aimed to become the world's largest inhaled medicines player, and it continues to be the second largest inhaler selling company globally. Cipla's flagship patient awareness initiative, Berog Zindagi, has made significant strides in raising awareness about inhaler usage and dispelling myths around asthma treatment. Through social conversations and educational efforts, it has received over 25 crore views in last financial year. Another goal was to enhance patient connection through building health tech platforms such as Digital Breathe Free. Cipla Health is ranked number 2 in the consumer healthcare space. In January 2023, it launched its first point of care diagnostic device, SIP Point, with 12 test panels, generating results in less than 15 minutes. Furthermore, to incorporate robotic process automation in quality operations such as process and equipment review, data transcription and analytics, and smart interlocks to monitor critical activities, company has established connectivity for more than 780 laboratory instruments with laboratory information management systems for auto transfer of instrument output to avoid human intervention and data entry errors. Cipla aimed towards paperless lab that is digitizing operations and procedures. It automated the system for identification of microorganisms at their indoor site, which has reduced detection time from 1 day to 2 hours. It also implemented electronic logbooks at corporate quality for digitization of more than 80 logbooks to remove paper based practices and support work from anywhere. Income statement. Now, if we look at the income statement for last 10 years, a decline in operating profit margins can be seen from around 27% in the fiscal year of 2013 to 17% in the fiscal year of 2017. This downward trend was primarily due to change in the product mix and intensive R&D investments made by the company. However, its operating margins have improved considerably from 18.22% in fiscal year of 2018 to 21.64% in the fiscal year of 2023. Both profit and stock price of Cipla Limited in the recent 5 years have grown by 15% plus CAGR. Even though the company has been performing well lately, it seems that it has received significantly more attention from the US FDA. They seem to be particularly active in their inspections of Cipla facilities. The number of warning letters promoted by on site inspections increased dramatically in the fiscal year of 2022 to 23. 42 warning letters were received following on site inspections, 16 resulted from inspecting samples, and 4 were the result of records request. Looking at the recent report, the US FDA issued a warning letter to Cipla on 17th of November last year for the routine current good manufacturing practices inspection conducted at the Pithampur manufacturing facility between the 6th and 17th of February 2023. This warning letter summarizes contraventions regarding methods of controls which are followed at the facility, which do not conform to the prescribed CGMP regulations and contains directional guidance for necessary corrections. The company has received approximately 3,000 complaints about its albuterol sulfate inhalation aerosol product since the start of commercial manufacturing in April 2020, citing issues such as no spray, empty or less weight, and leaky containers. The FDA stated in the warning letter that the company did not make any recalls after identifying the issue, and affected batches remained on the market until their expiration dates. This also resulted in the fall in the prices of Cipla at the time in the stock markets. Cipla is amongst the older pharma companies of Indian origin. As we have noted earlier, it had already reached significant size and scale before some of its peer group, like Sun Pharma, Dr. Reddy's, and other commenced operation. It is one of the earliest supplier of drugs to WHO and other international agencies from India. A significant part of its business in the early years was drugs for AIDS and some other chronic ailments. In the case of chronic ailments, the pharma company has a customer who provides steady income to the company, and the lifetime revenue for a pharma company is very high. Cipla was known to bring down this monthly recurring cost for the patients suffering from such chronic ailments and provided relief to patients, particularly from low income countries. Cipla provides and supports cancer patients by providing them low cost medicines, and it also initiated a no touch breast scan, which is a breakthrough screening technology in India for detecting breast cancer at an early stage. Another important strength is that the debt of Cipla Limited is significantly low. It is almost a debt free company. While Cipla has enjoyed excellent results due to these advantages and strengths, Cipla had difficulties with the established global pharma industry as it challenged the pricing power of the drug innovators, particularly for ailments such as AIDS. Second is regarding drug pricing control mechanism in India. Governments have influence over pricing of a drug through national health organizations, which can have a negative impact on the company. India, of course, is the key market for Cipla. Cipla is currently faced by succession issues. None of the next generation of Dr. Y.K. Hamid's family is interested in running the company. In fact, a sale of over 3% stake by the promoters has not been viewed positively by the markets. The promoters have been looking for a total or significant stake sale in the company. However, they have not yet found buyers willing to offer their target prices. Future prospects. Looking at the future prospects of the company. Cipla Limited, best known as an innovator that broke the monopolies of multinational pharmaceutical giants to sell affordable drugs for AIDS and the flu, has suddenly become the pill that the big investors and rivals want to pop. Today, Blackstone, the world's largest private equity group, is looking for the entire promoter's stake of 33.47% owned by the Hamid family. So are Indian rivals Torrent Pharmaceuticals and Dr. Reddy's Laboratories. Yusuf Khwaja Hamid, 87, the founder's son and current chairman, is non-committal. Hamid, a doctorate in chemistry from Cambridge University who took over in 1972, has had a long innings, steering Cipla from the days when pharmaceuticals meant chemistry to today's world of biologics and gene and stem cell therapies. The company is mum on the subject, but people close to the family have said the generation after Samina Hamid, Yusuf Hamid's niece, is not interested in running it. The talk was that Blackstone was planning to submit a non binding bid to acquire the entire 33.47% promoter stake. Torrent Pharma, the eighth largest pharma company in India, is talking to financial institutions to secure the funding for an all cash bid. However, Hamid chose not to address the rumors directly, and Cipla refused to comment on the developments. So, we will perhaps know if Cipla will continue to be an independent company or get acquired by a large PE, that is, private enterprise company, or will be merged with another large Indian company to create a new company comparable in the size and scale to Sun Pharma. Thank you for watching this video. If you find this video informative, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more such content on business research, industry insights, and the latest trends. Until next time.